Good morning and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Linda Fontaine. I have a special guest with me today, Brenda Barnicki. She is the founder and executive director of Bellafina Chocolates here in downtown Kingsport. It's a wonderful organization. I love it. I want everybody to support it because of what they do. They support children's charities. Thank you for being here today, Brenda.
Thank you, Linda. It's great to be here.
So tell those who aren't familiar with you about a little background on Bellafina Chocolates.
Yeah, thank you. So yes, Bellafina Chocolates is a gourmet chocolate company based in downtown Kingsport, but with a huge difference. And as you mentioned, 100% of our profits go to children's charities, and that has been true in the entire 11 years that we've been in business. We're also 100% volunteers, plus a few jobs that few paid positions that we've created for women in recovery. So this can be recovery from drug abuse or incarceration or victims of domestic violence.
Wow, that is awesome. You guys do so many good things. Now, you used to work for Eastman, and then this was on your heart, right?
Yes, it was. I had originally started up while I was still working full-time for Eastman, and it was really just something to give back in a little more tangible way than writing a check.
Yes.
And life took over, one thing led to another, and now I'm a full-time volunteer and have been for the last, 6-7 years or so.
And I've loved watching you guys grow into the building you're in now and all this stuff. I mean, it was just chocolates, now you have all these things. Talk to me a little bit about all this.
Yeah, so of course our core is chocolate truffles and other chocolate creations. So we do gifts, but we also do a lot of customized work for companies where we can put their logo on the boxes as well as on the truffles themselves. We've done that, and we ship across the U.S. We have recently added the capability to put photos on some of the truffles.
Love it.
As well as on the boxes. So we have had great fun with not only company logos, but with weddings and baby showers and things like that. So
yeah, that looks wonderful. Look at that. It looks just like them on the chocolates there. That's amazing.
Yeah,
It's like a little photograph right on the chocolate.
Exactly, exactly. And people have gotten very creative, not just weddings and special events in corporate, but also just 40th birthdays and birth announcements and things like that.
Very good.
We've also put in the capability to make chocolate-covered dried fruits and nuts and espresso beans. So I brought you some dark chocolate-covered blueberries just for you.
Oh, for me?
For you, yes.
Love it.
And then the other things, though, besides the chocolate, so that's been our core for the whole time we've been in business. But we also have a sewing ministry, and the way that works is people will donate their unused fabric. Every seamstress has a stash of it. We store that, and our volunteer seamstresses will make children's quilts, children's clothing. They'll knit baby blankets. We've got some shopping bags that one of our volunteers has made out of the endangered birds display that was in downtown Kingsport a couple years ago.
Oh, that was a beautiful display, and now the bags are beautiful. Wow.
Yes.
Talk about repurposing.
Yeah, so we have those in our shop, so we have the birds and the quilts and things like that in our shop, but most of the things that are made actually go directly to the children. So we have over 50 orphanages around the world that we support, as well as local charities that help threatened children. And so one of the effects of COVID is our volunteers, a lot of them were kind of isolated in their house, sewing away, but the mission teams were not traveling overseas. And so we have a great inventory of beautiful quilts and baby blankets and children's clothing. So if there are any 501c3 organizations that serve children, or if there are churches that are sending mission teams over and can use these, they're available for donation. Just contact us and we'll make an arrangement to pick them up.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, it really is. It's an amazing community of women that just get together and just do good things for the world and have a great time doing it.
Now, how can people help out in little ways? They can donate fabric, couldn't they, to help with this?
They can donate fabric. Like I said, anybody that sews knows you got a stash of it. Sooner or later it has to come out. They can donate fabric. If they like to sew or knit, they can do that, you just do it in your home and bring the items back when you're done, and we'll take care of getting them donated.
Nice.
We can use volunteers, particularly as we approach the fall and in Christmas. We can use a lot of volunteers in the chocolate kitchen, and otherwise just keeping us in mind for weddings and special events, or if you need a gift, we've got chocolate always in the shop.
Well, how much notice do you need? Like if somebody was having a wedding and they wanted 50 of these treat boxes?
Well, really, a couple weeks is fine, and in a pinch, we could even do it faster than that.
Oh, well, great.
Yeah, because the photo truffles we can actually do internally, so we don't have to have long lead times like we do for some of the corporate gifts.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, these do make great gifts. Now, during the pandemic, you guys even branched out and did other things to keep people working, which I loved. I love how you guys reinvent yourselves all the time.
Yeah, so everybody has their own COVID story, don't they? And so ours, within a 48-hour period, every single order we had on the books got canceled. So it was in the springtime, and that's usually like graduations and weddings and corporate events, and every one of them got canceled. And of course, we had a couple of girls in the recovery program at the time, and you can't send them home. They've got kids to support and so on. So that all happened on a Thursday, Friday, and so by Monday we had stocked in the supplies and taught the girls how to bake bread, which was very timely because the store shelves, if you remember, had no bread. And so we spent the summer baking bread and basically
delicious bread too.
It was awesome. Yes. Had a great time doing it, and we did that until kind of the chocolate started coming back up. So we're not doing the bread anymore. But we're full time back on chocolate. But it was a wonderful way and a great experience. And the girls learned new skills, and I think we're really proud of what they were able to do. Just to pivot like that.
I love that.
Yeah.
My favorite, it's no secret, I talk about it on the radio, I talk about it here, is the Moonshine Dark Chocolates. I love those. I don't know why, they have a little different taste to them.
Well, it's very unique. We believe that we're probably the first ones that put moonshine in a chocolate truffle. I have seen it now quite a bit since then, but we started doing it about 9 or 10 years ago, and it's still our signature flavor. That's actually the one that carries our logo.
Yeah, look at those beautiful chocolates on there. I mean, they're just beautiful. And the ones you have here in the box, I mean, they're artistic. They're beautiful. I mean, look at that. You've got the little orange. You got those argyles. This little chocolate's wearing a sweater. You got a little red on it. And what's this on here?
Red hot cinnamon. That's a dark chocolate cinnamon truffle.
Oh wow! And what's this?
That one is a cranberry. Dark chocolate
So
cranberry.
so cool.
Yeah.
So beautiful. I mean, these are exquisite gifts, and what makes it so special is that all the money goes to children's charities.
Yes.
What a blessing that is.
Well, and that's really what keeps us going. Whether it's COVID or some other challenge, you always remember that those children around the world who are suffering from disease, poverty, abuse, neglect, or in an orphanage, your heart goes out to them no matter, you think you have trouble, you don't compared to them. So it's what makes it a true joy and a pleasure to come in, and everybody that works with us is there because they want to be. So it's a joyful place to be, and you know that you're making some small difference in the world.
Now let's tell people where you are located and how to get in touch with you.
Yes, so we have a shop in downtown Kingsport, 123 Cherokee Street.
That's
right
easy,
around the corner.
123 Cherokee.
123 Cherokee. We're also online, Bellafina.com, and we ship across the U.S. right through the summer and everything. We use ice packs just like the pharmaceutical companies do. So we would love it if people would keep us in mind for personal gifts, corporate gifts, weddings. We're open 9 to 3 weekdays.
Are you open on the weekends?
We are not open on the weekends because we're all volunteers. So it's a little difficult to get volunteers on the weekends.
Great. So 9 to 3, and
weekdays.
Can you order online?
You can. You can order online. And we do ship, whether you live in Johnson City or Washington State. We ship across the U.S.
I love that. So people can get a hold of you, 123 Cherokee Street, Call 423-292-2271 or go to Bellafina, that's BELLAFINA.com. Find out more information right there. And this is we use these chocolates when we do our Casa Red Shoe Gala every year. You always donate a little couple truffles for everybody that comes, and it says Red Shoe Gala on it. It's fabulous. It makes a really nice gift. And
it does.
I was telling you, I meant to get there on my birthday. I was going to treat myself to a box of moonshine chocolates, and then I ran into a friend, and then it got too late, and then we were closed, and I thought, I got to get over there more often because it makes a really personal, really nice gift and a nice treat for yourself too.
Yes.
I have to say so myself.
Yeah.
But I really like that you can add these pictures. I know a couple of people, you know, my sons are at that age where a lot of their friends are getting married now.
Yes.
And I'm going to suggest, I've got a wedding shower coming up, but I'm going to say, hey, you know what, girl, this would make a really nice gift.
Yep, it does. And we can do them in small quantities, so it's great for a shower or for a wedding or a little party. It's,
right, and does it cost more to have them personalized like that?
There's not much of a setup fee, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
so that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Brenda, thank you so much for being here today.
Most certainly.
This
Thank you for
is one of my
having me.
favorite interviews because I just love what you do for the children. That's a soft spot in my heart too, is children's charities, you know, working for CASA and everything else as well, so that was important to me. Thank you for being here. Bellafina Chocolates.
Thank you,
Brenda.
Linda.
And thank you for joining us. This is A Closer Look.